with the United States. Joining me now is Democratic Congressman Jared Moskowitz of Florida. Go Gators. What is the Democratic message to Americans today as Trump slaps tariffs across the board on all of our trading partners, from tiny islands in Antarctica to our allies in Europe to our adversaries in China?
No, good morning. Thanks for having me. I don't know that we should say there's a Democratic message. There's an American message. You're seeing Democrats and Republicans coming out against this. Some of the most conservative Republicans. You're seeing former Vice President Mike Pence coming out and telling the American people that this is a tax. This is going to increase the cost of goods. You saw Rand Paul from Kentucky coming out and saying this is a tax. It's going to increase the costs for the American people. And so Democrats and Republicans are saying this is going to be the largest tax increase on the American people since 1968. I don't remember for all the speeches President Trump made, for all the big rallies that he had where he talked about having dinner with Hannibal Lecter. I don't remember him telling the American people, I'm going to institute the largest tax increase since 1968.
The White House and Trump trying to say, oh, this is going to give you a little bit of pain, but in the end, all will be well and we'll be the richest nation, well, richer than we already are. Everyone will enjoy the fruits of this labor. And your response to that is?
Are you not enjoying the golden age? I mean, unfortunately, we live in such a time now that politics has become such a team sport. I just can only imagine if Joe Biden had tanked the stock market by 4,000 points or had instituted some policy that we then woke up the next day where the Dow was going to fall 1,200 points on opening. I mean, there wouldn't be enough TV time or podcast time or radio time in the day for Republicans to flood the airwaves talking about how Joe Biden is putting us into a recession. And so, look, Republicans got to wake up because, the Trump administration talks about a realigning of American trade. He's about to realign Congress as well, the way this is headed. The American people are waking up to what's happening. The polling is clear. The president is underwater on the economy. He's underwater on these tariffs. And we're going to see pain at home, not a little bit of pain. We're going to see pain at home, not just in 401ks and pensions and the stock market. People are going to see the cost of goods go up exponentially. Now, let me say this. I'm not opposed to bringing manufacturing back to America. We need to do that. I support onshoring of jobs here. I support fixing the supply chain, something the first Trump administration did not do during COVID when we pumped all that money into the economy. I'm a former emergency management director. I had to buy stuff from all over the country. So I do want to bring medicine back out of China to America. But these tariffs, the way we're going about it, where we've just tariffed the entire world at once, is not the way to do that.
You said that Republicans need to wake up on this. Is there an argument that Democrats need to wake up and have a strong message, because the polling for Democrats is abysmal as well for the job that Democrats are doing?
Look, Democrats are using all of the tools we have. You just saw Cory Booker use a tool in the Senate, but we don't have the votes to stop certain things, okay? And so what we have is we have messaging, talking to the American people. That's what we have, okay? We're in the minority in the House, and based on the rules that have been adopted over the last 10 years and the rules that are going on now, you're seeing Mike Johnson taking even more rules away from the minority party by maybe getting rid of the petition. And so all we can do is talk to the American people and talk about how we have to win the House. We have to make Hakeem Jeffries the speaker. We have to put brakes on the administration in 2026. And so, look, I get why Democrats are upset at what's happening, but you saw the energy in Wisconsin. You saw the energy in Florida in those two races. Democrats overperformed in all three of those places. And so we got to gear up for 2026. But yes, in the meantime, there is going to be not a little bit of pain, but a lot of pain for the American people brought on by President Trump. This is a guy who's lived and died by the stock market. This is a president and a Republican Party who criticized Joe Biden about the economy. Yet in 90 days, he's made the economy worse than we had under Joe Biden. And the Republicans are going to pay the price for that unless they start speaking up against these policies that Trump is putting forward.
Certainly used to talk about the stock market all the time when things were good. Haven't heard a peep about the stock market from him so far.
Yeah.
Congressman Jared Moskowitz, thank you so much. And I will end again with another Go Gators. Appreciate you. Kate?